Yes, people, welcome back to Family Ties. Today we have our first ever guest.
Wow.
Guest.
Jeez.
None other than, what is it, El Grande Su?
El Grande Zuu. No.
Zuu.
Yeah. First guest.
Sorry. I was trying to get my hand.
First
in my pocket and
guess.
stuck,
This
you
is
know.
a very special one. It's a very special one for
Aye.
multiple reasons.
Go on, son.
Zuu, when did we first come across you?
We're talking like maybe like 2015, 2016, 2015, 2016.
10 years.
It's been a while, bruv.
10 years.
It's been a while, G.
It's what was it? I do you know how it happened for me? I think I'd come across AJ,
Yeah.
and maybe I'd come across Dave at that point, but I think I was just scrolling through and I see like SBTV, and it's a low cut Zoo,
Low cut.
Zoo, and he's just
No bread.
he's nice, spitting bars like proper real stuff, and I was
Pain.
like, I messed with this, so I followed him and I DM'd him. I was like, yo, this is cold. And then Zoo's DM me, he's like, oh, yo, my brother watches your stuff still.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad? I think I've said it before, but like Manny honestly has done so much like mad things for my career, bro.
Swear.
In terms of like just linking up with you, the things that we've done, like in terms of like just like music, real life. But like I always remember linking you, man, at the Boy Better Know show at the O2 Arena. BBK Takeover, which feels like a different world now. Like the Boy Better Know took over the O2 Arena for the listeners, and I had a show while Dead Man was doing a five-a-side. They was playing five-a-side, and I had I had a headline, and I was just on the side doing my album while Skepta's banging it in, and like, and then I'm looking at the crowd and I see Manny and Tobi. I'm like, oh my days, like what gone, like, and then we got this like infamous picture where I'm like sweaty to the point of no return. My top
need to see that picture.
My top's two colors.
Bro, I think I had the S curling as well.
Oh my
But
God.
I remember linking you, man, then, and like that was like 2017. And I remember linking you, man, there, and I was like, I remember this. The feeling that I had was like love for everything, bro. Love for all the support, like just you, man, like playing man's rhythm, supporting man's rhythm, putting man's songs in your videos on YouTube. Like, it really made a big difference for man. Like now I don't feel like stuff like that is happening with artists where they're connecting with YouTubers and like just getting your song as a bed, like in a thing.
No,
like.
it is. I think
I don't feel like that ever really happened other than us lot and like Josh, Simon.
because for a content creator, it's very hard at that time to even get music that you could use and you were allowed to use in your videos.
Yeah, that's true.
So when we got onto music that we're like, oh, this music's good, we were like, oh, can we use it? And
Yeah,
because
man.
you lot didn't have the thing of like having to whitelist the channel or stuff.
Nah, because man was just all independent, so none of that stuff was happening. And then like,
Do you remember what song that we?
Oh, I know what song it is.
Do you remember it?
I know. I
was it
literally
Manual?
listened to it yesterday.
I put manual into
Nah.
yeah, and I put is Elevation.
Elevate. Elevation.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's how JJ got onto it. no?
Yeah, so JJ, so I put on my first EP called Big Zuu EP, and basically I'm at Yard, and my little bro's like, yo, you're in a KSI video. I was like, what you talking about, bro? And it's him at a petrol station. I'll never forget, it's him at a petrol station. He's listening to a song called Tell Man Twice, which is me and AJ Tracy.
Yeah.
And he's in his whip going mad. And he's like, Big Zuu. And I'm like, yo, this got bare views. Like, what? And I just DM'd him like, love for that, bro. And this is in end of 2017. And he's replied to me and he's gone, I've DM'd him on Twitter. I'm like, love for putting my song in your video. Like, appreciate it. He's like, let's go stew. I'm like, what? What do you mean, let's go stew, brother? Like, these times, what I always say is hilarious is that we made Uncontrollable, and that was his walkout song for his fight versus Joe Weller.
Yeah.
But the way life switched for KSI after that, he went from Uncontrollable with me to his next song after was Down Like That.
No way.
So he went from Big Zuu feature to Rick Ross feature in one song.
Yeah. Rick Ross, who else is on that? Lil Baby.
Little, is it Lil Wayne? No.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Rick Ross.
And SX as well.
Yeah.
So like, it's hilarious because I think I caught bro at a mad transition, like in terms of like his life. And I remember just seeing it like, I remember just wicked when he told me, yo, let's do the song. I went to the hood. I'm like, oh yeah, man, KSI's asked me to do a song with him. Man, I'm like, Why would you do that, bro? Because they looked at it like
He's nerdy.
On a nerdy thing.
it's just like even maybe on a nerdy thing, but more on a you're a serious grime MC. You make songs with YouTubers, like, but if you know me personally,
Yeah.
like I love the man them, like I love watching the man them. I love like if that's nerdy, I'm a nerd as well. Like I was.
That's what I find as well, and I'm sure like we've all seen it. Like with artists as well, more time they're gamers.
Yeah, bro.
So the amount of artists that I've seen, or the amount of times I go, even if it's like footballers and stuff, they're like, we grew up watching you. I'm like,
Exactly, bro.
yeah.
I was MLG gaming, like I was doing Gears of War, like
MLG,
like Gal
what,
2006. Like honestly, MLG
Game
COD,
battles.
I was COD 4 on my mother's side. COD 4, Gears of War. MLG, I was our clique was called Addicted to Guns. There is a montage online, A2G, Addicted to Guns, Gears of War. If you search it now, and we filmed our TV. We didn't have a capture card. So man used the camera, and you can see the line. You know the line that goes down. So man's been making montages. I've loved gaming my whole life. So for me, making a song with JJ was more like, obviously it was a great opportunity, but it was like respect. But a couple of man them were like to me, but I don't know about that. Show them the song. They're like, raw, you like I dumped. Like if you've never heard the song before, I spit my heart out, bro, and like that really made a big change in my career. Because what happened is we do that song, and then I put out EP, and I use bars from that song on the EP, and then like obviously bear the youths that watch that video, they watch my thing. Like I always say, like 2018, doing Uncontrollable really took my career to a next level. That's what kind of like took me to another stage in my world. And
Elevated
like,
you.
Elevated my thing. But then at the same time, JJ beats Joe Weller and shouts me out. I don't know if you remember, but when he's in the ring, he goes, big up this person, big up Big Zuu for believing in me when no one else did. And I was like, bro, brother. Then he calls out Logan Paul.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
You're just
yo,
a part of this, like,
now I'm part
story.
of this. And then I start doing misfits with them, and like one thing goes to another. And then that year I do my album that has the Elevation song with P Money. I do a song with Craig David. I do my first headline show in Kentish Town 02. Like, not Kentish Town, sorry, Islet in 02. Like, that's all 2018. So like if I always say, like, if you never played man's songs, those things might not happen, and all those things really, really help take my thing to another level.
Do you think, and like maybe Jed can relate to this in football as well? Like, was your goal to always like be an artist and that's it? And when you're on that journey, do you think people like from your area and stuff like were believing that or saw you getting to where you got to? No, without drawing people out.
No,
Draw them out.
Me and the man them. So me and AJ used to just spit bars in the block, yeah, because we was bored.
Yeah.
And AJ always believed that he would make it in his heart. Like AJ's like, I'm doing this thing, because AJ's been spitting since he was like 10 years old. Whereas I was like, when I turned 16, I just started freestyling for fun. So by the time we get to like 2015, man them are putting out projects, man them are doing freestyles. All the hoods looking at us like, them little brothers, they're trying the thing.
doing
like,
their thing,
they're
yeah.
all right. You lot are right. But no one thought we'd ever take it to the level that we took it. But like, genuinely, me and AJ used to spit outside our college, and people would come up, because he went college next to my college, so he would come
And you
meet me.
so
What, like
you guys
microphone and
like-
speaker?
Yeah, basically.
You guys like cousin.
Yeah, so his auntie is married to one of my uncles.
Okay.
So then one time we was like talking about our cousins, and he said his cousin's name, I said my cousin's name, and we're like, bro, our cousin's got the same surname, you know? And he was like,
Oh, so you knew each other before you knew you were cousins?
yeah. So I met him, in the end, I met him through a friend of mine. And we were just rapping, and it was like, oh, my cousin XYZ. And I was like, oh, my cousin got the same surname. Then we called them and we're like, yo, like, raw. And then I met his auntie, and then she was like, oh, like, your uncle.
Yeah, we're family.
So then from there, we just said, all right, cool, we're cousins. Even though it's like the most un-cousin connection. We said we're cousins. And then from then, me and AJ, we made the group MTP, and like AJ was always like the leader. Like AJ led the crew, and like he would always like take our studio, always be thinking of ideas. Like AJ was super on the music thing. I was like it's gonna be a youth for a car, maybe do music on the side. It's only because of how on it he was that it made man.
Is it kind of inspirational?
100%. 100%. By like 2014, 2015, I'm like, you know what? Maybe we can actually do this music thing. He took my radio and we did this. Like, obviously, there's so many like layers to the story. But I was in uni studying youth work. AJ was like, we got to take this thing seriously. So by the time I get to my second year, I dropped out and I pursued music fully. And at the time, people were like, everyone around me, my mom, like, come on, we're African, yeah? You know what it's like, bro.
It seems like such a stupid choice to make.
Yeah.
Like, why would you forego something that's almost certain, which isn't certain in uni, to pursue like a pipe dream? Like,
Especially creative stuff.
Anything creative seems so like, it's such a hard field to get into, but for me, it's like when it works so well.
Yeah, exactly.
And so there's almost not a reason
High risk, high reward.
to not do it. Yeah, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, but when you're the first one to do it, it's a bit
scary.
like...
It is. It's
well,
definitely
even
scary.
say for me, my journey, I'm kind of lucky that he was just before me.
Yeah, definitely.
And even like when I started, it didn't really take off for him at that point.
Yeah.
He was still on the come up. And I remember still like sharing his videos and stuff to my friends and watching them be like, oh, this my, and it's like 1,000 views, which is a lot, but it's also
still,
not.
it's still good.
It's not life changing. You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
But even so, I think my transition out of uni and being able to pursue something was because his might have started to work a little bit.
Yeah.
And they saw how passionate Tobi was.
But what did your parents say at the beginning when you first started making content?
Just do your work first, man.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
My family's always been supportive of...
Oh, so you finished?
He finished.
Yeah, he finished.
But because he was doing, correct me if I'm wrong, because you were actually like doing the content stuff, you weren't really
I
focusing on
wasn't
uni.
really
like that.
focusing. I was doing like the bare minimum just to get it done.
Just to get it done.
Because I knew I wanted
did you
to
get
do
in
this.
uni?
Now.
What
I got
grade did you
2-2, so it's like...
And that's like a straight A student.
Yeah. I get it though. Isn't that mad though that you had to, even though you knew what you wanted to pursue, you still had to go and get your degree?
So I started uni before I really started taking YouTube seriously. So I was already in the process. So if I wanted to go full time on YouTube, I'd have had to drop out of uni.
Yeah.
Which I've already spent money, I've already invested time. I might as well finish it. It makes no sense for me to drop out. But there was a point where it was like, I could see the other guys' channels growing quicker than mine because they had more time to put into it. And I was thinking,
they're not having to go and do like coursework and that. And
bro, they would shoot till 5, 6 a.m. and I'd have to go to bed because I'm up for a 9 a.m. lecture type thing.
Yeah, man.
So
that's why I dropped out.
You did.
Because I was doing shows. I was like shelling down the show. And then I got a lecture at 10. I'm getting home at like 3.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it, bro.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's like, it's interesting for the young people listening, like, definitely, like, sometimes you have to make that decision, bro. Don't get it twisted. I would always say do your education, but if you've got a passion, something that you believe in, sometimes you need to go 100% in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also good to have a backup plan.
No,
if
no,
YouTube didn't work, then at least you would have still had the degree, get me?
Yeah. I think it depends. It's depends on a situation, case by case. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because for some people, it's like with work and stuff. For some people, they want to chase a dream, but you need to earn.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you have to make sure that the lights are on whilst chasing your dream.
That's the tough part,
Yeah.
bro. It's
But
that,
I
it's
think
that risk.
I think it's about doing. So in that context, you're doing whatever it takes to facilitate the dream that you want to pursue.
Yeah.
So you like if you know that. So you put me off. So for example, me not going to uni, I knew I could not go to uni and pursue football the way I wanted to because I saw what happened to you, saw what happened to him,
What happened to me?
bro. when
Nah, he's right.
you lot stopped playing, you didn't have the same passion for it, and then you got into YouTube stuff, and then that was it. It was like, yeah, this is what you're doing now.
Yeah.
So I knew I can't go down that path. That's why I didn't start YouTube or anything, because people were constantly messaging like, oh yeah, like there's a third brother, start a channel, you'll get so many views. I'm like, it sounds nice, and they get to do cool stuff, but that's going to hinder what I'm actually chasing. So let me not do it. So I knew I couldn't do any of those things to pursue football. In the same way, someone that wants to pursue something else, if it means they have to work to get money, they'll do whatever it takes to work to get that money so they can pursue that thing. Then you can quit that job. Now you're doing that thing full time, if that makes sense. So it's like you say, case by case, but it's if you have to do it, like just get it done. That's how I see it.
Real shit.
Wisdom from the young one.
Yeah, that was better.
All of us combined. But normally that's what happens when you're the youngest. Like you get to learn, like you said, you got to learn from your bros.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm the eldest in my family.
Yeah, I think that's what would have made it hard.
I had to make all the mistakes.
Seeing him do it, go to uni and stuff, it meant he was now the first one to drop out of uni. That meant I didn't have to go to uni.
That's mad that he finished, you dropped out, and then he just didn't go.
Yeah. Like, it literally worked out perfectly.
But you know what's mad? Like, in another world, that sounds really bad.
Yeah.
But, like, thank God, like, it worked out. You get me? Like, that's super interesting. I can't imagine how your parents looked at that. Like,
Do you know, it's like with everything as siblings, like, the oldest goes and takes the brunt of everything. Like even stuff as simple as wanting to go out to your friends' parties. Ask me how many, I can count on one hand how many of my friends' parties I went to between the ages of like 11 and 16. By the time these lot,
Bro,
by the time I was 17, I was having,
bro.
I had a party.
Having their own house party.
We had house parties.
What?
Me and Jan had house parties every year. From the age of 11 to 18.
Bro.
Party in my house.
Bro, the whole gazebo, everything.
Yeah. Those days are gone now.
Did I even dream of thinking to ask my parents that? No. I knew the answer was no.
Do you know, it's funny thinking about it now.
You know what
like
Mum used to say
the
sometimes?
extent we went to.
Ask me again. She said, ask me again. I was,
Yeah, which meant don't ask her. Africans, man. But no, Zuu, with you're saying like you owe so much to like us and Manny and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then you have to also give yourself some credit, because I feel like there's a lot of people who take themselves too seriously to even put their name in the hat with us.
Trust, I hear that.
Like even the first time I met you, we spoke about this the other day, was at Fabric. Not Fabric, Ministry of Sound.
Yeah.
And you came over to me and you were like, yo, bro, like, respect your thing. Like, I like what you're doing. Not many people actually come and do that. They'll go, oh, yeah, that's my man over there that does the YouTube thing. And then they leave it at that. But you came over to me and you introduced yourself, and that's how I knew you. And then bumping into you later down the line at BBK Takeover, and then our relationship kind of just grew from there. If you'd never come over and done that, that might never have happened.
No,
you know what I mean?
I think I was definitely very hungry, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I was on a come up, and then I also realized that like you gotta tap into different scenes. You can't just be on this only mess with the grime MCs. Like I think that's one thing that I was very fortunate with, is that I was able to tap into the YouTube world, the TV world. I've always been like radio. I've always been very like, it's all entertainment. We all entertain. Like we're here to entertain people. Like, so sometimes our worlds can collide. Do you know what I mean? And like, I think I was definitely part of that. Like I remember, because a big person I look up to is JME. And like I remember JME always showing you my mad love as well. Like, so like for me, it was almost like monkey see, monkey do. Like you just kind of like, you know, like, if you show love, you're gonna get love back. And
100.
I was very, 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 very big on like, even when I remember, I brought you down to like man's radio show and that. Like, do you remember like man's early?
What was that? Was that radar?
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God.
Do you know what I mean? Like even that, like bringing you man down and interviewing you man on radio, like that's all them years ago.
I forgot about
Do you know
that.
what
I
I'm
still
saying?
remember that.
Yeah, it was
And then you
mad.
gave us like a word or something to start making a rap.
Yeah.
Sorry, where's the footage for this?
It's online,
I need to
honestly.
find this.
Honestly,
Delete
if you
it,
write like
delete
it's
it,
there,
delete
you
it,
can find
delete
it.
it.
But
Oh,
like,
no.
what I'm saying is that like, we've almost supported each other in all different ways, and like it's always been love. And I feel like sometimes, I think what a lot of young artists don't do is they don't go to where the love is, bro. They like to, they always shoot into like, sometimes most artists, they just think about how can I get the biggest feature? How can I work with I just want to work with the biggest artist. Anything that's not doing that is hindering my thing. Nah, bro, sometimes you got to collaborate with all different types of people. You never know where it take you. Because I never thought tapping into the YouTube world would make me make that song with JJ, which would make my EP go off, which would make me go on to do mad things after. Like, and I genuinely, I'm honestly telling you, there's people from my ends, my friends, who said, you should make a song with my man.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I remember that period as well. Like anytime someone was making a song with JJ, it's like
Everyone
a bad
cussing
thing.
him out,
Yeah.
People
Why are you
like,
making a
hating
song
on
with
him.
Because
KSI?
P Money did it. Was it Lamborghini? Was it Lamborghini?
Yeah.
P Money did it. I think Jamie had a song with him.
Yeah.
So the man then were just like to me, brother, are you sure? I was like, brother, like, No, bro, it's like, yo, he's blam now. He's gonna fight this brother. It's gonna turn into a mad thing. Little did I know. Look at what's happened since then. Deji fought Floyd Mayweather. What do you mean? From that, you know.
When you put it like that, it's actually
Don't
mad.
get twisted. I didn't start it. I just did the walkout song.
Yeah.
But 2018, 7 years ago, did I think that his bro would fight Floyd
Floyd
Mayweather?
Mayweather. I forgot, you know.
He
Wow.
fought one of the greatest boxers of all time.
All time, yeah.
We're like, so brother, like, and like, it's the mad how the ripple effects of life goes. Because I genuinely believe like the people that were telling me not to do that song were the people that didn't have the vision, bro. And sometimes you have to let go of that.
Do you think that's a UK thing, or do you think it's universal in terms of? Because I feel like
It's more UK for sure.
sometimes there's like a thing of, nah, that's a bit too out there. Don't do that. That's a bit too.
I just think collaboration is a thing in the UK that's not massive. Like I feel like it takes a lot for us to collaborate here because we're very nonchalant. We're very like I feel like, especially in music, people like I said, people just want to collaborate with the biggest artists, the best artists. They never want to kind of like go left or go down or like put their hand this way. It's always like, can I reach up? I always want to reach up. And like, it's not that me making that song with JJ was like, oh, man's reaching down or reaching left. It was more that I'm going to the left. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes going left, people are afraid to do that. Whereas in America, look at the streaming university, like,
Bro, crazy.
That's been all over my
mad
feed for the last month.
collaborations. Like, they're always on this. Like,
They've always been like that though.
Kai Snat's doing well. Okay, let me tap him with Drewski. And then Kevin Hart
Bro.
goes, I'm going to bring them in.
Yeah.
Like, Kevin Hart is someone that's done comedy for so long.
Yeah.
Nah, but Kevin Hart
Movies,
also
films.
knows how much that's gonna do for him. Of
Exactly.
course.
But like, at the same time, he's given them a platform in a world that's completely different to their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also knows how he benefits from
Yeah.
it. But in the UK, like, that's like,
Don't really do that.
I don't know. That's like someone massive from the TV world coming to the YouTubers. I mean, like I remember when you man did your roast, yeah, and you had what's my man called Ian Sterling. Ian Sterling come and do the roast. I was like, that's cold.
Yeah.
Because like he's someone you're killing at Love Island. You're like one of the biggest like broadcasters, and you're coming here to do this video. Like that's the kind of collaborations you need.
Yeah,
but you
Ian
don't
Sterling,
see that all the
Jack
time.
Whitehall.
It's definitely getting
Yeah.
better, but there was like a mad teething period, and like even when I look into like you and your transition on TV, anyone who actually knows you, knows that you're just Zuu. You don't change. Like
What you see is what you get.
yeah, what you see is
Definitely.
what you get. Like we could be on the train, yeah. This guy's looking like, why is my man in my seat, fam? He's taking my seat.
Wow.
When the lady came
Aye.
and took your seat on
I've
the train,
prodded some people on that train.
that is Zuu. You would do that on TV, off TV.
Yeah,
You'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is my seat. Like
Yeah, the other day when Liverpool played Palace for the last game, I was in the box and Calvin Harris was next to me, and I could remember bad times of just going like this, like fucking hell. And with my brethren, we're just busting bare joke.
Oh, you
Like,
was pissing off Calvin Harris.
I can see, no, but at the end we kind of converted him. He was laughing with us, but at first I know he's thinking, who the
Who the f-
like my boy, his screensaver is Vice Cartel.
Okay.
He's Jamaican, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's sitting next to Calvin, and I'm like, brother, why is your screensaver Vice Cartel? And he's like, cause world boss. And you can see Calvin Harris looking at him and like, please, I'm trying to watch the game. and like it was, I always feel like one thing I think we've all been blessed in is that we get people that love us for us. So sometimes you have to just lean into it. And I feel like the rap world, 100%, maybe not YouTube, but the rap world has always been like, you have to be mysterious and you have to be like, don't show where, it's always about like that. It's kind of hidden.
Yeah.
Whereas the world's changed now. You have to be open. Like you have to show people your heart.
You're human.
Like, you have to show people what you're on. And
that's why I've been seeing a lot of the clips of you and AJ on the show. And,
yeah,
I get a lot of them
on
still.
Sky.
yeah, rich
I've been
flavors.
seeing that, and like for me, that is where content or media is going in terms of
Definitely.
it's just raw stuff. It's just
Yeah.
two of you guys who've grown up together and just vibing, trying out
Yeah.
different food.
How did that show come about?
Oh, bro. So they asked me to do this show a couple years ago. I pitched them the idea. They were like, it was about me traveling through Africa eating food. And I had someone that I wanted to do it with, but that person couldn't do it. So then I asked someone else and they couldn't do it. Then they kept giving me bare names.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, you should do it. This guy. I was like, nah, bro. Every name they sent me, I was just like,
The
nah,
vibe's
bro.
just not.
Nah.
Yeah.
And then one day I was just like, why didn't I ask AJ to do it? And they were like, he's never done telly before. Do you reckon he'll be on it? And I'm like, if you're given the right bag, yeah. But I also said, like, because we're genuine friends, what you're gonna get is actually a hilarious bit of content. And like, they believed in it, bro. It was first ever TV show.
It's actually like, it's on my list to actually like watch. But when
Give it a pre, man. It's the clip.
You know the clip of you where it's like, do you know what? I used to be able to spend like 20 minutes around you.
Yeah.
Now I can spend an hour.
Yeah.
Now it's like, now I think I can spend a week with you.
Yeah. And he's not lying. I swear to you, he's not lying. Like, that was random. We're driving in a car and he's like, Zuu, you know what? Like, I can actually spend time with you. Like, only for a week though. And I'm like, he's saying that and he's not lying, bro. And I think the best thing about that show is that all the clips, all them things there is just me, man. It's kind of like you, man. Like, it's kind of like you, man, with this poddy. Like, it's just sometimes it's hard to capture that real life energy and that essence on camera, because it's like, I'm sure you man sit down and talk all the time, but I'm sure there's times where you've sat down and talk, you know what, maybe let's make a good podcast. But then actually going and doing it is another thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it was with the Sky show. It's like me and AJ, we bust stroke all day, we have whatever we do, but then actually getting Sky to pay for us to go Korea and cook chicken and do these things is a mad thing. And like, I'm very thankful, bro. I'm very thankful that we was able to do it, because Rich Flavor's done really well. Hopefully we get season 2. If not, I'm going to start making songs with KSI again.
He's back on the music thing. Now's the time, bro.
Hey,
now's the time.
Brother, that new one, Troy Roscoe,
Cold.
is a very good friend of mine, bro. And Troy is also, I've done a lot of work with Troy on like adverts, this and that, and like a credit to the people that work behind the camera, because, brother, yeah, man, I've seen you man setups, bro. You man's thing is techie, bro. Like, I remember when we did that Premier League content review. With
yeah.
Like, bro, man's bought every Premier League top. Man's got bare challenges, bare cameras, bare content.
There's
creators.
logistics now, man. It's serious. There's
The
logistics.
game's changed, man.
Yeah, I don't think sometimes the youths at home, they don't understand how much effort goes into what you man do, bro.
But it's not even the youths that don't understand that. It's the older generation that don't get it. They still look at it like, like, what are these lot famous for? Why are you pouring your energy into watching these lot?
Whatever, bro.
Do you know what I find with like sports or creative, anything like that? If you do, say for example, if you're an accountant, you could go and do whatever. No one's really saying stick to being an accountant. When you're a YouTuber, content creator, everyone's like, stick to being a YouTuber.
But that's because they think you're doing nothing in the first place. They think that is your only means of success, doing this thing.
And they look at it like a really tiny
So what was it like when you man made UTR?
Even with UTR, that's a whole different ball game, because people just look at you as if like, and especially like young black kids, like most of us or whatever, people kind of look at you and just like, as if you're doing something that maybe you shouldn't be doing, or like you're stepping out.
Like, why are they trying that?
Yeah, because we could go into a game, I touched the ball, 30 seconds into a game, swiped out, no ball, it's gone.
Gosh.
And then I'm hearing, put that on YouTube.
Put that on YouTube.
You know what I mean? Like,
Look at the scars on my leg, man.
There were a good few teams in
These
particular.
are all football scars on my legs.
People are like, I got told one time, a guy's like, I'll take a red card to break your leg any day. And I'm there like an idiot going, go on then, go on, I dare you. And I'm piping up to him as well. And then I said, after the game, what's going to happen is you're going to shake my hand and you're going to say, well done, mate, watch. After the game, we beat them 7-0. So after the game, well done, mate.
That's jokes.
But it's like, almost as if when you start to do something that people haven't seen before, it's new and fresh. Like, we were one of the first to be bringing the cameras and stuff like that. People don't like it. It's like, hang on, what's going on here? And I think personally, the UK, and which is why I thought even with Baller League, I was like, people aren't really going to digest that. It's too different. And it does get a lot of hate, but the traction that it's got
I really
think
liked
it
it, bro.
exceeds
I'm not going to lie. Just mad at first, I was one of them brothers that were like, I don't know about this, man.
I thought that as well.
But then you get in, I watched the full stream. I didn't watch it live. I watched the full stream after. Like, every day they would put the stream out. And one day I was watching, I'm like, you know what? These little game breakers, little challenges, they're they're actually dope. Like, and like, yo, like, do you know what it is? Whenever anything new, you got to take time to digest it. But then once I got into Baller League, as a genuine football fan, like I watch every game, as much as I can. I'm the brother that's there, soccer Saturday, like on Sunday, just sitting there, Sky. I'm there from the first kickoff to the end. 3 p.m. kickoff. If it's not on telly, which is not on telly, obviously it's never on telly. I'm the one that's got a VPN. I'm logging in.
Don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah, sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I love football, bro. Yeah. I love football. I love watching like not just Liverpool. Like, obviously I'm a Liverpool fan, but I watch every game I can. So when I'm watching Baller League, I'm like, you can't compare it to football because it's not 11 aside, bro. It's a completely different game. But the stories, the things, obviously the ending, like it didn't go right for you, man. And that was quite deep. I'm not gonna and it's mad that them man went on to win it.
Yeah. Could have been us.
But like the stories are sick because that makes next season even more like. Yeah. Are you there next season?
Yeah, I'm there next season.
Okay.
There's more to play for, right?
I know STS is gonna be something. That's gonna be a big.
It's not even because it wasn't even on them. I don't have any kind of feeling towards them.
Yeah.
That's not.
It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault.
That was production and officiating, which I'm being told is gonna be better next year, but who knows?
But that's what makes, unfortunately, it's things like that. It's like when Henry handballed it.
Against Ireland.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're French, it's lit. If you're Irish,
they hate him. They might still hate him. They probably still do.
Even that, Suarez against Ghana. That one to this day.
Maradona against England. You see, we never let them ones go.
The Suarez one was dark. What do you mean he hit the crossbar?
It's when he goes inside like this.
I know. Yeah. Because he's going through the tunnel and he's clutching.
I love Suarez, man.
Those the shithousery, like that. Those are the best moments.
I think that's what makes football, yeah.
Yeah, and like Baller League, like you definitely had that. Obviously, I see people online saying, but they're thugs and they fight. I'm like, bro, there was one clip of one angle.
I think there was 2 fights that happened the whole time. You get fights, multiple games every week at Premier League level.
You know what's mad?
And no one cares.
The people that say this, are the same people that be like, when a fight breaks out, that's it, game's back.
Yeah,
game's
that's what I'm saying.
Or when they see like Arsenal, Man United fans hugging each other, like, game's gone.
Everything on their terms, man. Everything on their terms.
I think what happened was is that it takes a lot of people to like transition. I remember seeing like comments on Twitter like, I pay for Sky for this, and I'm like, brother, chill out. It's extra content on a different day.
Plus, there's hundreds of shows on Sky that they never watch in their life, that they never say, I pay for Sky for this.
Yeah, it was. I think Baller League was an interesting one because there's so many conversations, but the conversations mean that it's doing something there, isn't it? Yeah. So like next season we'll see how it goes, and like, but I can't lie, like them game changers when it's the mad thing, like when it's the like
1v1,
the 1v1, and then the one where it's like the 2v2 when they have to change and you have to bring the keeper round, and then some of the goals as well, like my friend Albie, I got my brethren Albie, you might know Albie. He scored some wicked goals. Like some of the goals
he scored
were
against us.
Some of the goals were quality, bro.
Yeah,
some good football.
But I think also what people don't understand is the quality of players in there isn't a joke. Like these are a lot of them seasoned non-league, ex-pro, or even like pushing.
People that play football every day.
Full-time football. Some of them
at the end of the day.
There's not. I think people think it's just a bunch of like
the thing in the UK is people always like to downplay other people's accomplishments, whether that's to make themselves feel better. But what we love to do in the UK is be like, they're just doing that, or they're only this.
Yeah.
But that doesn't compare to that level, like
Soccer Aid. Yeah? Man are telling me, it's only Paddy McGuinness in goal.
Let's talk about Soccer Aid.
Shut up, bruv.
Let's talk about Soccer Aid.
Bruv. I've been waiting. You know I've been waiting.
So this is what, your third Soccer Aid or second?
No, second. This is my third Soccer Aid I've been at, but second one I've played at.
And you weren't even going to play this one, were you?
No, they asked me to be a pundit.
Yeah.
So I was watching. I was so confused. I was like, hold on a second, like.
I know. So I did punditry first half, while everyone else was warming up, getting ready, dressing room, walking. You know what hurt me, pained me was the walkout.
The walkout, you weren't there
because I couldn't be on the walkout, and I'm like, why am I not there, bro? But like,
you got your moment.
Like God's timing is real, bro. So basically, when they first asked me to do it, they said, "Do you want to be a pundit?" My team hit the back and said, "Look, Zuu will be a pundit, but he wants to play."
Yeah.
And they said, "All right, cool. He can be a pundit first half, play second half."
Best of both.
Yeah, so it's all right.
Yeah, screen time, bro.
I'm kind of doing what my job is, which is to be a TV presenter, and then I'm also getting my chance to play. And like, as soon as I got to Soccer Aid, because when you get there, you all come to this like this spa resort place, it's called Champneys, and Tobi was there straight away. When I felt like I've seen him instantly as I got there.
I pulled up with Bonucci. I mean, jump in the car.
I saw that
Bonucci.
picture. That's so.
And instantly, I'm like, you know, you're there with all these celebrities, all these ballers, but if you got someone that you know, it makes it way better.
Life easier.
And instantly, I just remember me and Tobi, we went and got ready, and we walked out together. And the energy was there. The energy is like my brother. Like, but then that first training, he disappeared.
Yeah, I went to Baller League.
Because he had to go to Baller League.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've gone to dinner. I'm like, where's Tobi? Oh my days. I'm looking at, they're doing this mad serious, like, telling us about the campaigns and like how the money helps the children.
Yeah.
Everyone's there. Tobi's not there. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, I'm texting him. I'm like, bro, where are you? I'm thinking he fell asleep or something. Calling him, he's not answering. It's only after I clocked the eyes at Woodley. So I was bugging. But first training went really well. I scored straight away in training. Like instantly scored. Cause I've gone there before, Robbie Keane knows my thing. Robbie Keane's like, yeah, that Big Zuu guy, put him up front, he'll have a chance. That's it, he'll have one chance. Second day training, Tobi's back. And I'm like, I know, cause, okay, this is gonna sound, I don't wanna make it too long, but the ballers don't wanna pass to you. Yeah?
Sometimes they
don't wanna pass. If you're there, but Robbie Keane's there in a 10 times harder position, they're gonna give it to Robbie Keane. They'd much rather give it to Robbie Keane because they trust each other. Like, you see Vidic, when Vidic gets the ball, he scans.
Looking up.
But
Vidic refused to clip the ball over to me bare times.
Tobi would be in a better position. He's trying to whip it to Trezeguet. Like. So like, I knew.
Don't get twisted. Trezeguet will get his shot off.
I know.
Like, serious.
Man's even the fact that man's saying Trezeguet. Anyway, man's a trainer now. We've done full pitch, and Tobi's getting a bit smoky in the corner, yeah? Like on the wing. But like, he's putting in a shift. He's not, like, Tobi's not trying to be mad flary and that. He's just showing them, look, I've got a willingness to run. And then in training, because in training, you kind of have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
So on match day, they know where to use you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like, what's crazy is that in training, Tobi's showing them, put me on the wing, I'll do some dirt. Yeah. I'm showing them, stick me up front. If I get a chance, I'm gonna shoot. So we've everyone's telling me, oh, it's a fluke. Oh, you didn't mean it. Brother, trust me, on my mother's life, Tobi was doing exactly what he was doing in training, and I was doing the same thing. Yeah. Third day training, boom, play another game. Same thing, bro. Then we'd be finishing drills. I swear to you, it's written. Robbie Keane is throwing the ball. Like, we're standing here. You
know, the exercise where they throw the ball and you can't see.
Yeah. So Robbie Keane's standing behind you and he'll throw the ball over your shoulder and then you don't know where it's coming from. And then wherever it lands, you got to bang it. Yeah. So, but then when man's doing it, he's kind of, me and Tobi's telling us, like, okay, you should improve on this. You should improve on that. They were like telling us how we should work on our timing. Yeah. So then when it comes to the big day now, I'm gonna explain the full goal so people can understand exactly how much this is written. Yeah, going towards the goal now. When Tobi was going on, I grabbed him. I said, "Brother, we're doing this." And he's Tobi's not trying to look at me. He's just trying to focus. I'm like, "Bro, no, hey, we're doing this." I'm looking at him. I'm grabbing him. Like, I'm trying to grip him. Like, you know what I said to him? I said, "Do it for Mini now." I don't know why. I said, do it for Simon. Do it for Simon. I said, do it for Simon. I don't know why.
The last year.
I said, "Yeah." I said, "Do it for Simon. Do it for Simon." Boom. I'm warming up now. I warm up for the whole second half. I'm warming up the whole time. People got me like on the side, just like they're screaming my name. I'm like, leave me alone. I'm trying to warm up my glutes. Schmeichel comes. He says, 70th minute. I'm bringing you on for Brian. He goes, all I want you to do, you know when you stand on the sideline, and you're doing the whispering. He's like, all I want you to do, go up front, stay up front, and bang it. And one more side story. When we first got to Soccer Aid, when we was going for lunch, me and Tobi was going for lunch, you have to sign bare shirts for charity. When we're signing these shirts, you're meeting the pros for the first time. And Schmeichel's walked over, I'm signing the badge, and he said to me, "Hey, if you sign the badge, you owe me a goal." First thing he said.
He did.
That's the first, he said it to me and Tobi. So when I'm jumping on the pitch, he goes to me, "Hey, remember, you owe me a goal." I'm like, all right, cool. You're making it out worse, but that's fine. I've jumped on. I've ran to Robbie Keane. Yeah, you need to push back. Yeah, you need to push back because I'm going up front now. Naturally, Tevez has clocked that, so Tevez has dropped deeper.
Yeah.
I've gone to Tobi. I said, I'm naturally going to float to the right because I'm left-footed and I think I'm Mo Salah. I said to Tobi, can you drop back, please? Tobi's just like, shut up, bro. But Tobi does drop a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Now, my first touch is a 1-2 with Tobi. I get it off. My second touch, I'm kind of warming in. Tobi's giving it to me. I can see he's gonna burn Tom Grennan. So I've tried to outside foot scoop it first time to him. I don't know why. I could have taken a touch and actually just passed it to him. But I've tried to do the mad 1-2. It's gone round, but I didn't hit it strong enough.
Yeah.
But Tobi's pressing to the ball, so Jagielka is forced to clear it.
Yeah.
He cleared it like an idiot. He cleared it for a throw-on. When he's cleared it, I've ran over for this throw-on. Tobi's already got the ball. Tobi's looked at me like, bro, no. Because I'm like, let me throw it to you. I'm like so excited. I'm like, let me throw it. Tobi's like, no. So what's happened is, John O'Shea, because me and Tobi are off the pitch.
What a guy, by the way.
John O'Shea's pushed all the way up where I was.
Yeah.
So now when I'm being bare slow to walk back on the pitch, Tobi's already thrown it to John O'Shea at this point. So when I'm walking back on the field, no one's pressing me. Tobi and John O'Shea start doing mad 1-2s. I don't understand what's going on. Tobi's burnt Tom Grennan. Now Sam Kwek is pressing Tobi. Tobi's passed it round her. John O'Shea has backheeled it.
Done a chop pass.
What? I didn't know he had tech like that.
You not seen him nutmeg Figo?
No, I don't remember that.
What?
Swear down. You know them man. Yeah, I'm on this Liverpool thing only. But John O'Shea's done the chop pass to Tobi. When he's done the chop pass, I've started to realise, oh my God, there's a little bit of space here. So I've started the run. I've already started the little run. But it's the chop pass has gone to Tobi's left and it's behind him. I've gone, Tobi! I've looked him in the eye like, this is the moment.
He's looking at my eyes. I'm looking at the ball because the pass is there.
Tobi's passed it, but he's put a little bounce on it.
Yeah.
Because his left foot and it was a bit dragged. It's bouncing in front of me. I'm thinking, oh my God. Shall I just hit it? I'm thinking, you know what? So I'm running. And I'm thinking what Robbie Keane told me. Robbie Keane said, okay, wait, pace yourself. But then I see Jack is pressing in front of me. Jagielka's on the side. Angry Ginge is on the line of the goal.
Bro, I noticed he just always runs to the line to make the line clearance.
So I couldn't go far side.
Yeah.
I want it because I normally open up my body and I whip it. That's my only kick I have.
No, you actually have that.
That's all I have. That's all I have. Like, even in football, I can't run, I can't defend, but I can finesse top corner.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to open my body, but then I see Angry Ginge is on the line. So then I look down again and I think, near post. It's my only option. I swipe it. It doesn't hit Jack. It does a little curl. It skids on the floor.
Right.
And when it bounces, I'm like, oh my God, it's going into the goal. Oh my God, it's going into the goal. I effing slow down. I'm like, oh my God, it's going into the goal. I see Paddy McGuinness try and
use his leg.
But then I see it goes in. And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I'm like,
nah, the celebration.
Then you see my face, bro.
Nah.
I was like,
Do you know what made me laugh? The moment in your, you can see the moment where it clicked in your mind.
That you just
do.
yeah. So what happens is, when I start celebrating, Bonucci runs to me straight away. Because me and Bonucci, for some reason, we really clicked.
Yeah. Right, no, bro. Hey, listen, sound this guy. When I talk, let me just say, everyone in that camp was fantastic.
Yeah, bro.
Like, going in there as an outsider for the first time and meeting all these people, and you know what I'm like, I'm quiet, I sit to myself, I don't speak to anyone until you speak to me, and then I'm like, okay, cool, this person wants to talk to me. Everyone made it so easy to like interact and talk to them. Like, they were fantastic the whole way through. So Bonucci, yeah, the guy.
Bonucci just had vibes, bro. Yeah. He's ran to man straight away. Then Tevez is jumping on man. Then everyone's jumping on me, and I'm like, ah! And then they go in. When I scored in training, they all would go Sue, because it sounds like Sue, but they're saying Zoo, yeah. And then Robbie goes, go do it. Robbie says it. Robbie says, go do it. Then I run and I go Sue. And I remember the whole stadium just erupting, bro. And like, what's hilarious is that obviously, I got stick from the Liverpool fans. They're like, you're at Old Trafford, you're doing the Ronaldo celebration. But what you don't understand is, I don't care. I don't actually care. You know what they're telling me? Oh, perfect chance to kiss the camera like Gerard or do number 6. No, bro. You're not thinking. You're genuinely not thinking, bro. I wasn't thinking, bro. I didn't think, oh, I'm a Liverpool fan. How I'm gonna do a Ronaldo celebration?
Bro, that's the last thing in your mind.
Nah, bro. All I'm thinking is everyone's saying Zuu. I did like 5,000 Zoos before. Robbie Keane said, go do it. I've done it.
It sounds like your name.
It sounds like my name.
Bro.
I've done it. Like Liverpool fans, genuinely, I love you guys, but leave me alone. Like, how can you turn me doing that celebration to something bad? We raised £15 million for charity, bro. Like, it's a charity game. It's not actually a real match.
But the mad thing is, anyone does that in that situation. That's the only celebration you can think of that the whole crowd is gonna get involved.
Bro,
it's a Ronaldo.
Remember when
he's an icon, bro.
And he come and done it at Old Trafford.
Bro, the amount of people that have done it against Ronaldo.
Gee, honestly, I love Liverpool with my heart, bro. I didn't do it for United. I did it because it sounds like Zuu, bro. Zuu sounds like Zuu, bro. That's it. But when I done that, then it starts sinking in. It's like, oh my God, I think I scored the winner. I might have scored the winner. So I can't breathe now. I can't breathe.
That gave me new energy. I can't lie. I had to go back and defend.
Yeah, because then we go back. We got 4 minutes left on the clock. I'm looking at them like, please,
I just didn't want to go penalties.
Aaron Lennon.
Bro. Oh, no, sorry. Nah.
The man.
You see Tevez, yeah. The way he turned up to that game, he said, "I don't."
Booed him.
He said, "I don't care about this cause. I don't care about. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna
say I don't care about the cause."
They get in trouble now. I don't care about what England fans boo me. I don't care about that. I play for Man City United. I don't care about that. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna score my goals. And these men are not scoring again. He literally said that because when I saw Lennon running, I said, this guy's actually about to tackle him. Then he just grabbed him.
Oh, hey, that was a red card. That was 100% a red card.
Yeah, but it's a charity match.
You don't think
it's a yellow. It's a 100%
Cynical yellow.
No, Manny.
The red card was Nicky.
Yeah, with the handball.
goalkeeper.
Yeah. No, but that Tevez.
Nah, I'm sorry. I think it was a red. I thought it was a red. Immediate. Bro,
a red?
For me,
I thought it was a red as well.
When I watched it, to me it was like
maybe I need to watch it back.
A clothesline.
That's basically what it was. I'll tell you one thing though. I've been to a lot of soccer raids. I've watched a lot. That was a very entertaining game. Yeah. Like,
it was good.
3-0 down, 4-4.
But when it was 3-0, I was thinking, this is kind of dark, man. There's no way I come in for this.
I'm telling you, bro. Tobi, Robbie Keane, and Carlos Tevez, that's not a bad front three, bro. Let's be real.
Wait.
Let's be
real.
Can
you say that again?
It don't even sound real.
Brown,
Robbie Keane,
Tevez.
Carlos Tevez, Tobi Brown.
Tobes loved Tevez when he played.
Bro, I love Tevez. Tevez was my favourite player.
He's a workhorse. It reminds me of how I play on Sunday League. Just running.
And he's mad little as well. Like, he's actually...
Yeah, I used to be inspired by him. I'm thinking, like, he's short, he plays striker. I could do that too.
Two things I'll say about him, yeah. He's fitter now. He looks fitter now than when he was playing.
Yeah,
like he was moving. And then what I didn't notice on the day, and I noticed it watching the game back, the joy on his face when you score is actually amazing. I see Robbie Keane turn around, go. I see Tevez just grinning, all his teeth showing.
Do you know what it is? It's because
Bonucci's running over, celebrating.
What people don't realize is that we've spent 3 days together in this random camp, like. We're always staying at this hotel.
Training, karaoke, dinner.
Karaoke.
Yeah, but we did karaoke every night, bro.
What did you sing?
Tobi sang.
I sang... No, it wasn't initiation. It was just a karaoke. It might as well have been.
It's like, so Robbie Keane every night would just be like, hey, everyone, we're going to sing now.
Robbie Keane
exactly like that.
And he always says no phones. You're not allowed to bring out your phone. So what he'll do is, they literally had a screen with a mic and a speaker, bro.
No way.
Every night, bro, karaoke, bro. Tobi sang.
Yeah, I lost my voice, then I sang the script.
The script?
Oh, man, you can't be moved.
Yeah, I knew it.
They could, I could see them, their eyes looking at Tobi like, they can't believe it, bro, singing the most humble song. And then I sang Thinking Out Loud and Sheeran.
Thinking now?
Yeah, it was banging. You get to a level with the pros where it's actually bants.
But don't you find, like, especially doing the sort of stuff that we do, you then become desensitized to it? Because obviously, before you put them on this level, and then when you actually meet them, they're just regular people.
1,000,000%, bro. They're all normal, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, Joe Hart has got my banner.
So sad.
Harry Q
is the best. My favourite person that I met the whole time.
When I FaceTimed you, it was Harry Q I said hi to, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, after we got off the phone, I was like, hold on. I swear that was Harry Q.
My left foot at number 7.
He's got shirts in me. I got a shirt, man.
Harry Q
get me that.
Was proper cool, bro. He was just like a normal dude. Like all of them are normal. Like Bonucci, I booked him a restaurant like when he was out there, he was like, oh, I want to go eat some Italian. I booked him a random little Italian restaurant in Manny. Like genuinely, you get on a level with them. So when man scored, for them it's like, because remember, I'm the only celebrity that scored this time.
Okay.
It was only pros that scored. Wayne Rooney, Tony Duggan, Jermaine Defoe,
I didn't notice that.
Carlos Tevez, and me. I'm the only celeb to score.
Wow.
I did not notice that at all. Yeah, I did not notice
And
that.
Tobi assisted me.
Wow.
Like
No,
literally.
this is your moment. It's not me.
No. Honestly, no. Bro, it's our moment, bro. 100%. Because you know why? It's like all the stuff that I was talking about, like linking up with Manny, linking up with you, man, linking up with JJ, doing all that stuff. That all started over 7-8 years ago to now on the big stage in front of millions of people. You assisted me with your left foot with a bounce pass. And I banged it bottom corner. Like, I think that is what soccer is about. Like, Carlos Tevez can score 4 goals, Wayne Rooney can score, Tony Duggan can pull it bottom pin. But the fact that you have someone that is a YouTuber assisting a rapper for the win.
And chef.
For the win.
And BAFTA award winner.
Let's stop. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's why you see the pros go so mad, because they know how much it means to us.
Yeah.
They've done that, bro.
Yeah.
Tevez has scored better goals.
Yeah.
Bonucci won the Euros. Like, to them, this is but for us,
It's such a big
Champions
deal,
League final, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I one thing I will say I haven't said online, I have played football my whole life. I don't think I've ever scored an 11-a-side game. Like an actual goal. Like maybe friendly, brethren.
Yeah.
11-a-side on paper.
Yeah.
I've never scored. That's my first ever goal.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Congrats, man.
Do you know when I did the suit, ESPN put a picture of me up in the air with my belly out, and someone's done a tweet,
Oh no, that tweet.
Wait,
with
is
names,
it
with
a
all
list
the
of names?
So I just want to read them on camera,
700.
Yeah. Let's get them up because they are quality. This I don't mind hate sometimes, as long as it's funny. Telling me to die and stuff.
That's not funny.
Let's
There's
not do that.
no punchline
But
there.
funny ones. All right, let's go. You ready? Sergio biscuits. No salad. Unhealthy Maria. Heavy Maguire. Roberto Calories. Memphis. The pie. Eaton Hazard. Zlatan, bring me another sandwich. Thierry Hungry. CR 700 pounds. Diego Maradona. Kevin De Bruyne. Cream Benzema. Phil Foodin. Big McAllister. Delicious Junior.
Delicious is my favorite one.
And Wait Rooney. And there was 2 that was added at the end. N'Golo Canteen. And my favorite one of them all, Well-Fed Zaha.
No, that's good though, and that's the thing that people don't know about. Like some of us, like if something's genuinely funny,
Bro.
it's cool.
It's calm.
Do you know what I mean?
Just don't tell me like, yo, you deserve to perish. My mom's just there like, my son. My mom's just like, hey, I will love my son. Like, you want my son to disintegrate into the air? Like, no, honestly, the reaction online was I've done things that have gone viral for good and bad reasons, but I've never seen this much love poured into it. And when Tobi collaborates with you on a post on Instagram, oh God. What? Yeah, man's getting comments to this day, but he's just arguing in the comments.
And when they argue in the car, you get notifications that these are still going.
He's just still arguing. Like, it's been a couple of days, like, gee.
It's a whole new week.
But
man.
so big up Soccer Ray, because like the content has been sick. And like, at the end of the day, like you do all of this, and it's for you're actually raising money for charity.
For a
bro.
good cause,
Yeah.
I genuinely had the best time there. I wasn't gonna do it initially because of what happened to Simon last year.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like apprehensive, and then Simon was the one who actually pushed me. I was like, "Nah, bro, do it. Like it's a sick experience. Like you won't regret." And then they were like, "Yeah, so Old Trafford, Man United legends." I was like,
Yeah, man.
"Okay. I'm gonna be an idiot if I don't do
Who's
this."
your Vidic?
I'm gonna be an idiot if I don't do this.
Vidic is your guy.
But literally the best few days, it went too quick, bro. It went way too fast. Before you knew it, it was literally, we're traveling up to Manchester. The next day, we're playing the game.
Gee, what's the mad bit when you get to the stadium?
The love that we got on arrival as well was crazy.
When you get to the stadium, you got like youths like, like it's mad, bro. Like
Normally at like Sidemen charity matches, like you know they're coming there for you, so you know to expect it. This time I know like probably 70% of the people do not care for me, might never have heard of me in their life, and I'm seeing guys wearing Sidemen shirts, and I'm seeing someone with like Tobi 21 on their back, and I'm thinking, wow, guys have actually come down to support.
It was mad, bro. It was mad. Like the love that soccer rate gets, it's nothing like it.
And they slapped us on TV straight away as soon as we got off the coach, man. They're like, yeah, you're going there. I was there with Dermot and Alex Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We need.
But I think you guys forget like you're big time, you know.
Aye.
I'll be honest. When I say big time, it's in like, I think sometimes because like the humble gene or whatever, like, but in your own right, you are a big deal. Like you've done crazy things. And
what do you say, humble gene?
No, I'm just as in like, you know, like you're raised to be humble. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I just didn't hear what you said. I didn't
hear what you said. Yeah, he said humble gene.
Tobi shows that he's the older brother sometimes.
I just didn't hear what you said.
It was a draw out.
No, it wasn't a draw out.
Like when he said facilitates.
No, that one was a draw out. This one I actually didn't hear what he said.
Yeah. It felt like a draw out.
I didn't know if he said humble gene or humble G. I was like, what?
Sometimes he's like the older brother, like, what? Shall I give you a nookie?
That is
no, but
it's not even that. It's like,
we need you there next year, bro.
Who knows?
But I was asking him this. I was saying like,
who knows?
Could you
All
play?
three of the bros,
that would be.
if they did all three of the, long day, bro.
Hey, you have to split you up.
I'll actually get fit for that one because I don't think I was fit for this track. I was absolutely blown.
Play some football before you guys get in their hands and knees because you.
Nah, but I was too scared to get injured.
You didn't want to get injured because you didn't want to miss the
that
opportunity.
occasion.
It's heartbreaking. It is. I've seen it happen to
Bro,
players. Like.
Tony Bellew, 6 minutes in, there's Achilles snap.
bro.
I was heartbroken. Tony, we did this for you as well. Achilles snap, man.
Yeah.
Real guy, lovely guy, genuinely.
But he makes me laugh, man.
Oh, I wanted to ask you really quickly anyway about the transition from sort of music into food and chefing.
Oh man,
When I saw that, I was like,
I want to talk about food now.
Well, I always loved cooking. I used to cook on Snapchat.
Okay.
So like Snap really helped me.
actually you did, yes.
Snap really helped me. Like I know it's quite weird. People think Snapchat's just for kids and that or just being an idiot. Like Snap really helped my career. Like you know, like some people they have platforms that really work for them. Like whether it's TikTok, Insta,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
For me, it was Snap. Snap. I was just cooking, and then that led to me doing a cooking show on YouTube, and then that YouTube show got sworn by a TV company, and then they turned it into Big Eats. They pitched it to me in 2018.
What was that? Was that Dave?
Yeah. So they pitched it to me on 2018. 2019, we did the pilot, and then 2020, the show dropped. So for 3 years, I worked on this TV show while I was doing music. But then it's just God's timing. When COVID hit, I knew I had a whole entire TV show coming out. So whereas the whole world stopped and music stopped, music got really hit because you couldn't perform live, couldn't do anything. So all my peers were kind of like at home just thinking, what are we gonna do? Whereas I'm sitting there like, I got a 10 episode series dropping on Dave. And then it dropped. So then suddenly, during COVID, I've gone from being MC, on tour, rapping, bar, to this TV chef. So then when 2021, when everything started to go back into normal, I've just slowly gone into this TV lane rather than going back to music. I did music still, but TV started picking up and going crazy. And then did season 2, we won the BAFTAs, season 3, season 4, then I get a show on ITV, then I got a show on Sky, and it's like, I made a production company. Like, I suddenly started getting into my TV chef, like, bag. And like,
there was a time where literally I couldn't turn on my TV on any of the streaming platforms or any advert, and I couldn't not see it. You know how many times I did call you and be like, I seen you on my TV again?
No, man, it was sharp, man. Anytime I was there. I'll be real, I was very outside.
Even I was watching TV one time, I saw the Pepsi advert come on, and I just hear this voice, and I was like, I swear that's Zuu. I swear that's Zuu.
Yeah. Anti-Pepsi. Nah, I'll be real. Like that's the thing. Like commercially, music is very hard to do like commercial things in music because it kind of sometimes takes away. That same thing I'm talking about, like working with JJ. Like, sometimes people think if you do things outside of your realm,
all of a sudden you're not a musician.
You're not cool. You're not mysterious anymore. So like when I went into TV, I was able to experiment and do all. Like my first advert was with Pret. I did an advert with Pret, and then I did the advert with German Doner Kebab, and then I did this with this, and then ever since then I've gone on to work with some of the biggest companies in the world and do massive campaigns. And like, if it wasn't for the TV chefing, I would not be able to do any of them. I think in music, it's normal to do like a Beats ad. Or to do like
something that aligns with like,
do you know what I'm saying? Whereas because of food, I could do whatever, bro. Like,
everyone eats.
It literally, bro. And like, thank God, because like,
you should do music, you know.
You should do bars. But then like that has changed my life because with all that income I make from the ads and stuff, I'm able to invest into myself. Whether it's to do more music, whether it's to do more chefing,
We need to do like a cooking video.
Yeah, come.
With you.
Yeah, with me. Yeah, what?
Let's do it, bro.
What's
Please
wrong?
teach him.
No, bro, he can cook a little bit, innit?
Don't say a little bit. Don't say.
How about you host a Manny versus Jed cook-off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Right. Look. Now he's scared. Now he's scared.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I'm hungry.
Now he's scared.
Yeah, no, I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
What would you make?
You want some salmon?
I don't mind salmon.
Yeah, cool. I've
That's
got
such a
some
football
for you.
Boring.
Such a footballer dish.
Now, what would you
I
make?
want to do like the MasterChef, like scallops and that.
Hey,
The one thing about me, I don't make something I wouldn't eat.
You know, with the red
Manny
wine
used
jus,
to love
all that-
scallops, bro.
Surely some African food,
You used to
though.
love
Yeah,
MasterChef.
I could, but
It was MasterChef.
it's like, everyone expects African food. I'll
What
give you
African
some.
food can you make though?
I can make J rice, fried rice. I can't make pounded yam. That's
rice.
hey, that's what we eat, bro.
Fried rice is
You want yam and plantain? I got yam and plantain for
That's
you.
not bad, you know.
Yeah.
Well, no goosey stew.
Nah, I can't make that one.
Hey,
See, if I can't make something, I'll say it.
that one's technical.
Pounded yam is
Watch, I'm
is
gonna learn them.
difficulty impossible.
If you can make me like an okra stew or something,
Yeah, no.
can make okra stew.
Neither of us can do that.
I can make okra stew. You can make okra stew. It's blend
But
okra,
like,
bro.
if there's ingredients and stuff
Wash
and
it, chop
instructions, we could do it. But
Peppers.
nah.
Like what?
you lot have to make me pounded yam and okra stew.
Yeah, that's a workout. No gym that week.
Let's do that and then see who does the best pounded yam. Because I reckon that'll go off. I
Yeah.
reckon if you
Let's
make
run
some
it.
Nigerian food,
Go off in the fridge.
both our parents be sitting there.
yeah, I'll eat that one later.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. But yeah, when you
Try it.
No, yeah, that's calm. I'm down for that.
We said UK culture last time.
UK culture.
Yeah.
Because of UK, like urban culture, I mean, Jamal was a big shout, man. You got to put Jamal up there. Jamal changed my life, bro. Jamal, let me do the SBTV warm-up session, filmed me on road and actually let me do it. So,
Bro, in school, we'd be there with our cameras filming, going SBTV and just spinning the camera like this.
Even just the little SBTV.
yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
bro.
Yeah, aight, Jamal Edwards. Do you know what? Big Nasty, bro. Big Nasty really changed my career, bro.
Fairs.
Because if it wasn't for Big Nasty getting on TV, I wouldn't be on TV, bro.
True.
He actually
Yeah,
opened doors.
and he's another person that's like you, is just himself.
Yeah,
He
man.
sees what you get.
Like, exactly, literally, like, so Big Nasty, Jamal Edwards. This place starts getting a bit techie, bro. Because there's so many people that come to my head. Like, there's so many people in my mind. I would say KSI, bro. As much as that's a mad
When, you know what I was thinking? I was like, how did we not think of JJ?
No, I thought of it, but
feel
because it's our world, I didn't want to put that
yeah.
there.
Being
For
biased,
man, it would definitely be
I
him.
think that would. Yeah.
It would definitely be him, I think, for the fact that he's, like,
He broke down a
I
lot of
could be
doors.
the biggest YouTuber and your black brother in England. Just that is mad.
Yeah.
Like, not even on a colorism, racism one, like, on a representation
Because, no,
one.
because also, not even just that, it's a relatability thing as well.
Yeah, bro,
In terms
like-
of
Representation.
He done some mad shit when he was young.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
But like he was one of the first brothers that man was like, raw, like on YouTube, like, yeah, like you could actually do it, like you could actually do this thing, like, and like I would say Gordon Ramsay's my last one.
big shout.
Gordon
Big
Ramsay,
shout.
Idiot sandwich.
Raw.
You, fuck off. when he does that, but Gordon, like Kitchen Nightmares, Hell's Kitchen. I've been lucky enough to work with him. He's like, yeah, man. I think that's all right list, you know.
That's decent.
Gordon, KSI, Big Nasty,
Jamal.
and do you know what? They all four of them kind of represent
What you do.
levels of my career, like
Yeah.
who I am as a person. Like Big Nasty for the music, Jamal for the culture, like KSI for like the entertainment YouTube world, and then Gordon for like the food, innit? So like, hey, that's a good list.
That's a good list. You did that quick as well. That was good. That was good.
Gee, all I'm saying is Jamie, to this day, he's still not tapped in, bro. I've met every chef, bro. Like Michelle Roux, flipping Marcus Waring, like Tom Kerridge, like
Gino DeCampo?
Gino DeCampo.
And you did this
stuff. My grandmother had with her, she'd be a back. I've met them all, but Jamie's the one brother. I've DM'd him. I've sent messages to his team.
What, airtime?
Airtime, bro. So Jamie, if you're watching, brother, well gone. What is it? Well gone. Link me outside, didn't it? Yeah. Oh my God, Nigella would be great. Microwave.
Microwave.
Oh, my days.
Nigella would be great. I really like Nigella. She's like the GOAT, innit? And she's like the longest TV chef of all time.
What about Ainsley?
Ainsley, my guy. We've never tapped in as well, you know. Like Ainsley, I've never actually met him, but like Ainsley,
He
Ainsley
could have
was
been on there
iconic,
for the
bro.
Mount Rushmore, you know.
he could, you know. Ready,
Ainsley
steady,
was
cook.
iconic.
Steady,
Cook.
Ready, steady,
I
cook.
bumped into him randomly in Brixton at some Adidas.
Shut
thing.
up. Ainsley Harriet.
What did he
Yeah,
say?
I got a picture.
I
of him
remember
on
him
my phone.
telling me. Actually.
What?
What did he say?
Is he doing the
Well, he said
smile?
I think his son was like, oh yeah, like, no, he said that his son watches me or whatever. But I was like,
You lot must
you're
get
talking
that
about your
all the
son.
time.
Bro,
I
it's
said, I'm talking about
crazy.
Yeah,
you.
you
Every Saturday, mate.
You lot must get that all the time. Like,
Saturday. It was
need
every
someone-
day after the thing.
Whenever, but I remember watching it on
Green
Saturday.
peppers, red tomatoes, bro.
yeah,
You mad?
He said he cooked.
I was peeking now.
I still got the picture. I'll
But
show it
surely
to
you man must get tired of people saying like my kid likes you. Like,
No, I think it's the most humbling thing. It's the thing that
Oh,
makes
no, I
me
get it.
realise, like,
I rate that.
yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, don't lie, bro. You watch me as well. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah.
Don't lie.
What's it? Oh, can I get a picture for my brother? So what about you then?
Yeah, don't do that, bro.
Do you know what though? I remember playing after one of the Wembley Cups. Perez was in the dressing room. No, Perez was in the dressing room with his son, and his son came up to me and was like, "Oh, can I have your boots?" And I was like, "Yeah, if your dad gives me his."
Yeah.
And
Leverage.
I got Perez's boots.
Shut up.
I think those are still at home. Or did I give him
Yeah, I don't know if I
the
still
Puma
quite-
things, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, even at Soccer Ed, like the guys will come up to me like, "Oh yeah, my kids love watching you, blah blah. Blah. Like, could we get a photo? Could you do them a video message? I'm doing video message for Joe Hart's children,
That's
Jill Scott's. I think it was her nephews or something. Who else? Harry Kuehl's daughter. Just bare people just coming up there and like, yeah, our kids like watch you.
Yeah, man.
Jack
The one that
Wilshere's
got me
kids
was
as well.
when you went to Barcelona. He said is it Barcelona president's kids or whatever?
Oh yeah,
Bro, when he said that to me, I was like, do you know how weird that is?
It's a mad world.
Hey, listen, if your parents are famous. I was joking, I'm
cold.
joking. What ends you from?
That question used to strike the fear of God.
It was a mad question back in the day still.
You hear that? You keep walking. Nah, keep talking to me.
I'm from here. I'm from around the corner. Yeah, nah, I'm from West London. I grew up in an area called Harrow Road. Harrow Road is also known as Mozart for Mozart Estate. Where I grew up was mad, bro, because there's so much like problems in that area with opposing areas. So like
Okay.
where I'm from,
Like postcode wars.
yeah, where I'm from had beef with South Kilburn, but then they also had beef with Labrador Grove, but then they also had beef with Stonebridge, but then they had beef with up the road, blah, 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 blah. So, but I went school in Kilburn. Then my friends are from Labrador Grove.
I have a question. Who decides that you have beef?
I think one altercation happens, and then it's just ripple effect.
So one person's like, yeah, well, you clash heads with one person, and now the whole area can't talk to that area.
Well, naturally, what happens is, I think, is that it's alliances, right? So let's say something happens with the A side, with the B side, and then the young people, the oldest from the A side and the B side don't talk. So then now the
Young ones can't talk. Yeah,
and then
yeah,
now
yeah.
the new youngers don't talk. And then suddenly it started here and it's become this. It started from one altercation to we don't really mess with each other to I don't rate you to we have actual physical beef now
Yeah.
to someone's actually might have lost their life.
Yeah.
Now it's cemented.
It's mad. When you
You know
actually
what I'm
deep
trying to
it.
say? The only way it ends is if the olders and the youngers both say
This is silly.
it's done now.
Yeah.
We link like they normally have to link up and say, let's link up for the greater good. And that does happen. I've
How
seen
often does that happen though?
In my lifetime, I've seen it happen with a couple ends. I've seen ends go from they don't like them lot to now they're friends with them lot to now they both have mutual enemies. So now it's
And
all rubbish, bro.
do you know it ties into music as well, though.
100%,
And do you know, that's
yeah.
one of my things that I hate as well because there's plenty of artists that I'll listen to and I like,
Yeah.
and then so and so doesn't like.
Nah,
Bro.
all that stuff is crazy. And that's the thing. Like I grew up in Zart, but one of my best friends, Ada Tracy, is from Labrador Grove, and like Mozart and Labrador Grove
Your
have a lot of
cousin.
problems. Yeah, he's literally my cousin. So like, growing up, everyone thinks I'm from Grove, which is mad because I'm actually from Zart. But like, I've always never been involved because I went school in Kilburn. So like, I've always spoken about this. I've always been vocal about this. That like, I grew up in the era where it's like you're just from West, bro. You're not from here. But you have to be mindful of these things, and it made growing up a bit techie. And like where I lived was very like mad juxtaposition because I'm growing up in not the most best circumstances, but my area is really nice.
Affluent.
We've got Maida Vale, Elgin Avenue, Paddington, Oxford Street, Whiteley's, Bayswater, like some of the
Yeah.
most affluent areas. So, and I think that's the difference between West and East is that East is not like that. East is like it's just gar. But it's changed now. It's changed now.
No, but it's very different. Obviously, we grew up in Hackney, and our parents moved us probably when I was like 5.
So
6.
I was 4.
No.
I was 4. I remember.
I was like
Really?
6
I
then.
think.
So I was like 6 and we
I was
moved
10.
then. But even before and going back to Hackney now, you can see so many differences. Like
They closed all the roads.
that.
They put plant beds there, so
No, but
now you
it's
have to drive the long way.
You were 7.
Yeah, whatever age I was, I still remember what Hackney was like then and what it's like now. It's very different and forward thinking. There's newer buildings and there's newer like.
It's called gentrification, my
Hey.
friend.
Yeah, everything's changed.
The
But
wickedest thing is they try to invest to where they see fit, right? And it benefits different class systems. And I think I've spent a lot of time in East London and I've seen it. We've all seen it. We've all seen how it's changed. And sometimes it affects the local community. Sometimes it helps the local community. But
Yeah.
the problem is that some more time it doesn't help.
yeah.
It reduces people being able to run businesses, live their life, X, Y, Z. And we've seen East, like especially Shoreditch, completely changed.
Completely.
But I feel like Hackney's going in the same direction.
Hackney's
Yeah,
caught up,
literally.
bro.
And it's not to say that there's not still problems. There's always still problems everywhere. But I feel like, from me, like leaving Hackney till now, it feels like everything's been painted over, and it's like coming to be a whole new, different place.
Yeah, like look at Stratford as well. Like Stratford's mad.
Stratford has completely changed, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It used to literally be like a dumping ground.
Yeah.
That was just bare rubbish sites. Now it's like high rise here and high rise there and uni there and one of the biggest
Yeah.
shopping centers in the world there.
Yeah.
But I think that's London overall. London, like in our lifetime, we've seen London completely change. Like London.
Skyline's completely
And I'm
different.
sure people that come before us probably said the same thing. Like, but like, I think for our generation, it's mad. Like growing up, you grow up in these areas, and you kind of like when you get older, you come back and you're like, raw. Like I don't even recognize half this place. You know what I'm getting to, bro? I'll be real. I'm getting to the point of my life where I'm like, do I spend the rest of my life here? Do I?
Same. 100%.
Manny's
Same.
trying to. Manny's
But
been trying
I've been
to
having
come
a
back.
conversation with,
Oh,
like,
here we
Where you trying to
go.
go?
Here we
I know,
go.
we're like talking
I
about this
prefer,
on
I
that,
prefer not to speak.
If I speak, I'll be in
to be
big
But
fair,
is
like-
there a part of you that thinks, but then you...
But it's for multiple reasons, and I think like growing up having
Taxes.
nah, not even just that. That's a whole
I mean,
different
that
topic.
don't help, though, let's be real.
That's a whole different topic. But I think like my mindset's changed from being like young. Before I used to think I can't imagine living anywhere else. And
Yeah.
I think we have it really good in the UK for multiple things, especially like even something as simple as or something like
Multiculturalism.
natural disasters. We don't have
Natural
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of that stuff. Whereas a lot of people, it's a natural occurrence every year. At least there's something.
Yeah.
Although the UK does have the most tornadoes per square kilometre in the world.
I didn't know that.
You see this guy.
But like, for my thing, it's about where I want to raise my kids.
But that's another thing. But I think also like the upbringing that we've had and going through like even just the character building things in school. Like I was talking the other week about, lend me a pound if you don't.
Getting
I'm gonna
shook
make
for
you
your
jump.
money.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. I feel like that builds character and also like allows you to respect like, these people are older. And I think
get
that's
that.
slowly going in a way. And I think
So where are we going, lads?
I've always wanted to
Somewhere
live in
safe.
Spain. I'll be real.
Spain.
Yeah, I've always wanted to live in Spain.
Spain ain't bad, you know.
You want to live in Spain?
I know.
not a bit.
No, the thing
Good
is,
luck, my friend.
so me learning Spanish
I know.
now, me learning Spanish now, people think, it's silly. But since maybe year 8, I think I've always said, Spain, I want to live there.
Trying to get
Spain
me
is
to La
beautiful,
Liga,
man.
man.
Bro, do you know what I remember?
Trying to dance with Vinny and them, man.
No, so story. I went.
Sports.
Do you remember our school used to do that football trip thing? I don't think you got to do it though.
I never did a football
In
trip.
year 8, they took us to Villarreal. It was meant to be.
That's dope.
Yeah, I remember.
Was it? Oh no, it was meant to be Villarreal, but it was Espanyol, right? So we've gone there, trained now at Espanyol, played 2 matches against some Spanish teams and that, and I'm thinking like, yo,
I could do this.
yeah, like, I want this. Like, I'm there trying to feel like you lot invite me back in the summer. Like, I'm 11, 12 years old these times, but from early I wanted to live in Spain.
Do you know what I think? I think for me personally, maybe somewhere like, I know everyone's gonna say Dubai or like, but I think I've been to Qatar quite a few times over the last few years, and I think Doha is a lovely, lovely, lovely place.
You're gonna see bro with the thing on
With
his
the,
head.
yeah.
White.
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar. You get me?
Start.
Hey, when you're ready, bro. I know somebody's.
Yeah, man. But I think what I want is like consistency in my kids' lives. Anyway, so whenever I'm ready to make that decision, or if that comes,
Yeah, it's a big decision, bro.
It
But
is.
I am genuinely getting to a point where I do love England and I love everything that I've been able to get from this country and everything that I've been able to like learn here. But I am getting to a point where I feel like naturally there is. You look at the rest of the world, and you're like, yo, brother, hey, it's all hot and that, yeah. And like
The weather.
This weather's lang. It's nice. Look at shorts and that.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna last.
It's gonna be raining on Wednesday, bro.
I think it affects people's moods. I think people
No,
generally
100%.
here are like,
London on a sunny day is the best city in the world.
Oh, nice.
Every time.
everyone's
all
like,
right.
do you know what I mean? You
Best
get people
city
that
in
are
the
normally
world.
like screwing at
Do you know
like,
what?
oh, you alright?
There's two things in this country that affect people's moods: the weather
And taxes.
and you would think it would be like sports, because you see that summer when it was
World Cup
Euros
2018
and
is
England
the
were
best one, bro.
pushing for the Euros,
The Euros, bro.
I'm going out in England. I'm going out in London. Guys are like celebrating this late night. I'm in a car and that. Yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Nah,
Vibe.
but I feel like
spot me, bro.
2018
Everyone's
was the
good
best
vibes.
one, yeah, because Euro 2020, which was actually 2021, people celebrated too hard.
Yeah.
Like they were littering the streets and it was moving a bit like. And then when we lost,
No, but that Luke Shaw goal, that moment.
that Luke Shaw
everything,
goal
like,
is the peak of my football life. That
Even
is,
recently, what was the last one? The Cole Palmer one.
Yeah, when
nah,
he
but
equalised.
the Cole Palmer one don't live up to the Luke Shaw one still.
No, it
the
doesn't.
Luke Shaw
It
one
doesn't.
was
I'm still saying the
crazy.
moment
Because
of like you
straight
hoping.
away.
Straight away
In
in Wembley in London, post COVID. That's the
when we
first
lost,
big
when we
tournament.
lost, I was looking to my brother like, put your hood
I
on.
was depressed.
Let's walk fast.
No, but that was a scary time, bro.
Yeah, no.
I know people that got beat up. It was long, it's dark, bro.
Bros, let's go.
They were dragging guys out of cars.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man.
It got tense, bro. That's the dark side, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
But World Cup 2018 was wireless, Harry Maguire header, Bears just going left, right, and centre, sticky clothes.
And then whose free kick was it?
Trippier free kick.
Trippier free kick.
Damn, good times, man.
Man, I thought it was.
It's nice. I think, yeah, when the weather's nice and the vibes are better, everyone sort of bands together and, you know, like, I saw some video on TikTok of them doing like some updated electric slide randomly. Just bare people. Yeah, just bare
Can you
people
do
just
the electric
dancing,
slide,
all
Manny?
different walks. Nah,
You should be what?
all different walks of life.
Come on, bro.
Bro, I've got 2 left feet. I'm not a dancer.
Nah.
Electric
Take
slide
his
is
card
barely
away.
dancing.
Yeah, but it takes, you know what I mean?
Do you know what I was?
That's like me going to certain people. Can you do a step up? Some people just can't, you know what I mean?
Actually, I had a party yesterday, and we played Cha-Cha Slide.
Yeah.
Cha-cha, real
The
small.
whole room was going to the left.
Hold on, you can do
Take it
that
back
one
now,
though.
Yeah, I could do that because we did it every sports day.
One half this time. Bro.
Crisscross.
That one.
Everybody clap
That
your
one's
hands.
up there still.
I swear we
That
did
one's
this
up
on
there.
another podcast.
I think we did, you know. Rest in
one's up
peace,
there
my man.
still.
Rest in peace.
If you could use one condiment for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Do you know how tough that is, bro? As a question, man. I'm not gonna lie.
One.
You just asked me like, "What's your religion like?"
That's an easier answer, bro.
I am Muslim.
Wrong one.
Do you know what? I'm gonna give you a breakdown on why. Yeah. Now I would say mayonnaise.
I knew you were going to say
Same.
mayonnaise.
I bet
you know.
that.
Most
Don't get me wrong.
versatile.
I love ketchup, but mayo makes egg mayo, tuna mayo.
Tuna mayonnaise.
It bangs in chicken burger, and
Okay.
it's good with chips.
It's
Yeah.
cool with
Salad.
chips.
Yeah. I back that.
Mayo's the right answer.
Yeah.
Pasta. You
Tuna
can't make
pasta.
ketchup pasta.
Yes,
I mean,
you can.
you can. You don't want to.
Yes,
You
you
shouldn't.
can.
I've definitely
That
seen
was
it
done
done.
in university, bro.
I mean, I know there's certain people
Not
in the
by
room that
me.
actually have had Weetabix and water.
Woo!
Who knows what I'm talking about?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Weetabix and water is.
No, but Tuesday Specs has cereal with water.
No, that is disgusting. I'm sorry.
I tried it. It's not bad, you know. Rice Krispies on water. It's not bad.
Nah.
It's not bad.
That's very dark.
Let's not do that.
No, I never did the
mayo.
ketchup pasta. I
So
did
mayo.
cheesy beanie pasta.
What would you have? One
I don't know.
No,
man.
mayo's the one. It's the
Mayo?
one
I
still.
don't know.
This guy's gonna say something like Pyrenees.
Sweet chili.
Nah, it's probably.
Sweet chilies up there.
I don't know. I'm just not really.
I would have said brown sauce,
give me
but I don't
stew.
eat pork anymore.
Stew. Give me stew. How aft is it? That's not.
Is that a condiment?
No, I'm just saying it. I'm
Don't
just saying it
give
for the
me
Is
sake
that a
of it.
condiment?
Loki, I hear it if it's a condiment.
If stew was a condiment, I would also be up for contention. I'm not gonna lie. Stew is peak, you know. You know stew. Let's not lie. Stew on anything.
Bro, anything you want.
Bro, that's
Concentrated
all I had
stew.
at uni. Pasta and stew. And tuna.
That's what he's gonna cook for
all
you,
I
pasta
ate.
and stew.
Yeah, but that's never be ready, bro.
Stew, yeah, stew is good though.
That's dark. What's your death row meal? I don't think I want to eat for now.
So in my head, that's what's your favorite food? That's
Yeah.
the same question to me.
I would say okra stew with fufu. But then on the side, I need a Nigerian fana
Yeah.
I need one Nigerian Fanta for £8 from
Maybe
Enish.
two. Maybe two.
Maybe £16 from
I might
Enish.
go Enish today.
It's £16.
That's crazy.
It's dark, bro.
What's
Then
the thing? The Chapman.
Chapman's good, you know. Chapman's good. There's some African people at home going, bah, 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 bah. Nah.
Wait, do you like Supermalt?
Of course.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Supermalt.
Ever. Any of them.
Mighty
Super
Malt.
Malt, Mighty Malt, Ultimate, none of them.
No, I could drink it, but I wouldn't go out my way to drink ginger beer.
I love Supermalt. I have like 2 a day.
That's what I imagine
I'm gonna go
liquid
shop right now.
sand tastes like.
I would say Uncle Stew, fufu,
Big fan.
Nigerian Fanta, and then I'd have to have like a dessert. I'd probably want like a sprinkle cake with custard.
Cake and custard.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait.
School cake.
School cake.
Yeah.
It's actually called Tottenham cake, which I hate.
Is that
Nah, the
Who calls it
Tottenham
that?
cake in like Greg's and that is like a pink cake.
Isn't like sprinkle cake called Tottenham cake?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I've never heard
It's
that
school
before in
cake.
my life.
School
I just remember
Yeah,
I love
primary
Percy
cake.
Ingle, bro.
Percy Ingle.
Percy Ingle. Oh, you know about Percy
Of
Ingle?
course, bro.
That was
Yum
one of the
yums.
things that's in the nostalgic TikToks.
Percy
Percy
Ingle.
Ingle, so
Oh
they don't
my
exist no
gosh.
more.
But yeah, that's
They-
my death moment. What about you? What's your death moment?
Mine would be Nigerian beans, Ewa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and Gary. That would be
Isn't it mad that it's always something from your childhood?
I said beans and Gary.
That you grew up
Full
with?
Beans and Gary
Nigerian
would be,
thing,
yeah.
yeah.
If I'm on
Gary.
death row and I know
you've
that's
never
my
been
time.
African in this moment.
Why?
That's the most African thing you've ever said.
Really? Yeah, but that's because you've not been around me like.
I take some beef.
I just unlocked that Manny just used to bang Gary all the time, bro.
Let me tell you something.
Manny will go
Alright,
to the
cool.
kitchen, get the Gary, pour it, get the water, then milk,
Bro, I
sugar,
sugar, bro. Bet.
condensed
Let me
milk,
tell you something
everything.
now, yeah.
Oh my
There was
gosh.
one time in year 10, I was off school for like 6 weeks because I had vitamin D deficiency. I was playing up a little bit, but my knees used to hurt. I was
Such a
getting
random-
tired.
this is
No,
so-
I was
a
getting
random way
tired.
to start
But do you know what I was
story.
doing? No, do you know what I was doing? Eating beans and watching MasterChef the whole 6 weeks. I was eating it like every day, you know.
Your farts must have been.
Mine have always been peak.
Right.
That's the way, man. Yeah, it's always been.
He's saying,
Alright,
open the
yeah,
window, open the
right.
window,
Right.
open the window.
Oh, cool.
Smell that fart.
You know, I used to
Run.
be a bad guy as well. I know the windows of the car shut. I do it, I'll cackle the whole time. I was like, move, man, move, man.
Do you know what made it worse?
Game is the
There's
game.
8 of us in the car, bro.
Aye.
It's already hot and stuffy.
The
and you're doing
Toyota
like, that's
Townace,
evil,
bro.
fam. That's
Ain't
evil.
cooked in the
The game
Toyota
is the game,
Townace.
man. Everybody does it.
No, they don't. That's the problem.
What's your death moment, my friend?
Oh, mum's jollof with a salad. Maybe a bit of chicken there. Some yam pottage.
Really?
Give me some puff and plantain.
Oh, puff. That's the dessert. That's what that. Yeah.
The big
Hey, you've not
Fanta.
tasted my mum's puff off.
Hey, Pete.
When you're
Bro,
not
I'm
ready,
telling you right now.
just tell me the location.
Pete.
And
I'm telling you right now.
Pete. My mum used to make puff for the church. Big container that I had to carry around.
But you know that's one of the best smell. Like when
Hey.
you walk into the kitchen, you smell it. Oh,
Pete.
What's the one that is it called bean chakra? The puff.
Akra.
No,
No,
there's
no,
a
no,
kara,
no.
but there's the one
There's
that's
the-
made from beans.
Yeah. Is that not that not moi moi?
No, that's the next thing.
I
Moi
don't
moi is
know.
like the
I don't know what you're
bare
talking
things
about then.
blended and
Moi moi is nice though.
hey, I hate
Moi
this.
moi is
I
I
hate the smell of moi
Moi
moi.
moi is nice.
Yeah.
At my wedding.
Yeah?
I barely tasted the food.
My
at my
guy,
wedding.
I'm gonna let man know now. That's one of the 10 most longest moi moi I've ever had. At your wedding, yeah, I remember looking at my plate like, hey, that plate of food, that's the best wedding food I've ever had in my life.
I hope it was because it wasn't cheap.
I just imagine the non-African viewers watching this writing notes.
Moi
Moi
moi.
moi. A car.
Moi.
How'd you spell that one?
Beans. What beans is all my Heinz?
Wait, have
You
you
know,
seen?
it's funny whenever you try to explain puff to someone. So what's it like? It's like a donut. It's a donut, basically. A round donut.
Yeah. Have you man seen that bread that eats all the bones?
Oh yeah,
He eats like the goat head, but he'll eat the bone.
Wait, is this the one that when he got a chicken one time and he just like cut in half
yeah.
of his hand?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
got the plate,
yeah.
went. "Bah." Yeah, man.
He eats the bones.
I've seen that. I've seen
Okay, have you
that.
seen the one where the guy gets the stew and it's really hot? And it's always, they put the pounded yam,
No.
the stew, and it's mad hot, and it's like, aye, it's bad jokes, bro. African TikTok is hilarious.
The ones where they have to pronounce words. So it's like they got, say for example, debt.
Oh, what the
It's like DBT. No,
What, the kids?
The kids and they get
Oh
something.
my
It's the,
God.
it's the best.
And they always say aeroplane.
The best. I love it.
Aeroplane.
What's next? What's next, Zuu?
I'll be real. I have nothing to plug. I came here because I scored on soccer and Tobi assisted me. No, all jokes aside. honestly, the first time in my life in the while, bro. I'm chilling right now, bro.
You're chilling.
Love that for you.
Like, finished Rich Flavors, you know, put out my album with Capo, AJ's albums come out, like, the man them have done so much. This year has been one of the maddest years of my life, bro. You know, one bear hunt.
Thank God, man.
Like, thank God, but God is great, bro. Done such incredible things with Drip, like, it's been mad. Like, if I could plug anything, I would say, bro, just, like, thank God, innit? Just like, if you could do anything right now in your life and sometimes you're feeling a bit lost, know that God is the greatest, bro. Because I've had some down moments past few years, but this year, I feel like the blessings are high and like, I'm just gonna go chill, bro. I'm gonna go to Jamaica and eat and patties.
I'm hungry,
It's
man. Stop.
It's plantain.
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 Sierra Leoneans, we're African, but we say plantain. Say plantain.
Plantain, bro.
Nine, so
Howdy,
anybody final.
Now you sabi.
Alright, suddenly gone so off towards the
It just
end.
drips, but that's the beauty of it, innit?
It was so English. I ain't gonna learn.
Talking of Af, one piece of advice to your 16-year-old self. You know how Africans like to be advising you?
Hey, you, Mr. Big Zuu, you want to drop out of uni? Okay. One advice to my 16-year-old self, I would say, don't worry about the negative noise, bro. You know, I think it's natural as humans sometimes. You can have 5 people tell you you're great, one person says you're bad, and you suddenly look that way. But 5 people just called you great.
That's natural. That's our self-defense.
That's how we are. That's how we are. And I would say, I'm lucky over the years I've been able to build up that
Thicker
barrier.
skin, yeah.
But I think if I was 16, if I just focused on the positive, I would have spent so much time just doing what I'm great at. And I would say don't change, bro. Don't change. Just sometimes when you're young, you gotta figure it out. It took me years to figure it out, bro. It took me years, like it took me up until I was like 24, 25 to really understand what my purpose is, who I am. And I'm 29 now, turning 30 this year, and I feel like I'm really being able to grow. So I feel like if I was to tell my 16-year-old self anything, I'd be like, bro, block out the negative noise and don't change, brother. Be the same. And maybe stop eating pies.
You're too funny. What a guy.
Less pies.
What a guy.
All right, my brothers, man. Come on, man.
Guys, thank you for watching another episode. Thank you for 10K on Instagram as well. Really appreciate it. Keep liking, subscribing, tune in every single week, Wednesday, 5 p.m.
Follow us at Family Ties on the socials, TikTok, Instagram, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you, Zuu.
Hey! Aye.
Zuu.